Okay, so today is Sunday, November 12th, the day after Veterans Day. Yay! Happy Veterans Day for all those who've served before me, who are currently serving with me, and those who will follow in my path. Happy V Day. I'm not here today to talk to you about veterans or Veterans Day or anything like that. I'm actually here to talk to you today about an amazing experience that I had today, that I had this morning. September is National Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month. But today, I had the amazing opportunity to be a volunteer along with two of my children for a Remembrance with Hope walk. And it was for people who've tried to commit suicide, people who have lost loved ones to suicide, people who are just struggling with things all on their own. And at this event, there were a lot of vendors there, but the most interesting thing is none of them were selling anything. Everyone was there to share, what they've experienced, provide information, give people different outlets. I mean, it was really, really great. We were up at 5 o'clock this morning on a Sunday. Yeah, I nearly killed both of them. But it was a great turnout. We were up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We had to be there at 6, and it went to about 11. So, what I really want to share with you guys is this time of year, the holiday time frame, is a peak season for suicide. People commit suicide for different reasons, and many people, especially Christians, will always say that suicide is a selfish act. The truth of the matter is, you never know what anyone is going through, what anyone is experiencing. Last month, I talked to you guys about mental illnesses and, domestic violence and things of that nature. Those are things that can and do lead people to committing suicide. I'm sorry, I'm still a little sick. But you never know what someone is experiencing. Pain isn't always visible. And suicide starts at a very young age. Just like mental illnesses, you can recognize them from about age 7. Suicides are happening that young. So get in your children's business. Get into your loved one's business. It is okay to be nosy if you're being nosy for the right reasons. Ask questions. Conversations to have at dinner. You may want to sit down with your family at dinner, children, spouse, brothers, sisters, cousin, loved ones, friends, whoever it may be, for a dinner conversation or just sitting around talking. Ask people, what are your goals? Like where do you see yourself 3, 5, 10 years from now? What is it that you love about yourself? If you could change anything about yourself or anything about your life, why? Do you believe in yourself? Explain. Are you confident in yourself? Explain. What is your greatest fear in life? Because as adults, we have fears. One of my greatest fears is something will happen for me and I won't be able to provide for my children. I want 2 more children. One of my greatest fears is I won't be able to have those 2 children because time is up in essence. But I don't walk in fear. Fear is in the Bible 365 times, over 365 times, one for each day of the year. But I don't walk in fear. I trust God and I walk in faith. But pay attention to people. Pay attention to your loved ones. Say hello. Say good morning. I know people from the East Coast, people from up north, they have a hard time with speaking to people. Somebody will say good morning to them and they turning up their face, screwing their face up at them. Good morning doesn't hurt. Hello doesn't hurt. How are you doing? It doesn't hurt. Just that one small act of kindness can stop someone from committing suicide because you never know what they're dealing with. You never know what's going on inside. Sometimes it's those people with the biggest smiles, those people who have the busiest lives, that are dealing with the most, that have the most pain inside. It's that woman that you think is the strongest woman, that you never see her going through anything, that's dealing with so much inside. She's so busy being strong for everyone else. She can't even be strong for herself. So she's crying behind closed doors. She's crying to go to sleep at night. It's those men who have children that they can't see. And maybe they can't see them because they can't afford to provide for them for different reasons. It's those women who've had miscarriages, who've had abortions, and men struggle with that too. Men are not as emotional as females are, but men struggle with things like that too. Men are fearful that they won't be able to provide for their families. You know, you have a lot of people in the military that commit suicide for different reasons. Statistics shows that at least 22 veterans a day are committing suicide. Because in the military, some people, their military family is all that they have. Some people join the military to help out their families, but they don't even have their family support. They send us off to these different states and these different countries, and we don't know anyone. And we may not always be with a command that's a family oriented command. Some people may be really standoffish. So you have to take care of one another. You have to look out for one another. Dealing with stress, dealing with anxiety. B vitamins. B vitamins are great, 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 great for energy and brain food, along with your omega fatty vitamins and your omega fatty foods. So make sure that you're eating foods that's high in B vitamins, that you're eating your seafoods and your poultries, making sure you're getting your omega fatty vitamins. Just by having those nutrients in your body alone, it helps with ADHD, it helps with ADD, it helps with depression, it helps with anxiety. Even chamomile and lavender, they help with these things that people have going on. Pay attention to people. Mental illness is real. Suicide is serious. About two products that I'm about to speak about, I'm not making any medical claims about them, but I know of a product. I have access to a product. I sell a product by the name of Brain. And it has those omega fatty vitamins, those omega fatty acids in it. It helps with ADHD, ADD. It's great brain food. Vitamin B, great. I also have access to something called Factor Divina. I like to call it a liquid vitamin, but it's actually a fruit juice that's loaded with vitamins. So these are things that all natural things that you can take. Chamomile. Chamomile is and lavender and blessed thistle and holy thistle. Those are things that help with stress and anxiety. I have that inside of a detox tea. So when you're detoxing, you're not only detoxing your digestive system, you're detoxing your body, cleansing toxins out of your body. All of these things, health issues, can lead people to committing suicide. So you also have to check on those who are dealing with health issues, medical issues, mental health issues, whatever you want to call it. Suicide is real, and it impacts our communities, our families, our co-workers. It impacts us at a really, 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 really huge, like bigger than you could ever imagine. It has a huge impact on us. So beware, look around, talk to people. It's the holiday season. If you are in the military, if you work in an environment where you have lonely people, people who seem like they're lonely, people who are alone, people who don't have family, ask around. What are you doing for the holidays? Do you have somewhere to eat for the holidays? Do you have somebody to share your holidays with? You know, walk in love. That's what God commands of us, right? It's not hard. The price of love is free. Give the gift of love. Check on your neighbor. Check on your friends. Stop making enemies and learn how to care about others. Turn the other cheek, right? For every act of misery and mean people that you deal with, counteract it with something positive, something happy. Because just because someone is mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're a mean person. They can be struggling with things, and that may lead to suicide. So just you being friendly with that mean person, making somebody smile. Maybe you'll come across a cashier that's having a rough day or just had like a couple of mean customers or whatever, and now they're struggling. Try to put a smile on their face. There's nothing wrong with being silly. You're never too old to be silly. I can be really silly at times. I love to have fun. I love to laugh and giggle. But most of the time I have a straight face, so people think that I'm mean or people think that something is wrong. I'm actually a very, very happy person. I have a lot of great things going for myself. I have a lot of great things going on in my life. I have a wonderful family that I love with my mind, body, heart, and soul. But everybody don't have that. So don't judge a book by its cover and just look at them and say they always look happy. They always look like they have it together. They always look like they have, everything perfect. That's not always the truth. For so many reasons, stop judging a book by its cover. This is Shawnee of Sound Body. And also I have a new business, but we're not going to talk about that because sound body is my concern right now. Sound body, mind, body, and soul from the inside out. Love the skin that you live in. And I'm out.